What's going on, everyone? It's Justin here, and today I'm checking out one of the most powerful laptops to date, and that is the MSI Titan 18HX. On this channel, we check out a whole spectrum of products, from efficient ones to thin ones to the most powerful ones that you're able to still bring on the go, and from the thin laptops that provide a lot of productivity power. This computer is the exact opposite, and it is one that is focused on adding the most amount of power possible that you can still theoretically bring on the go. It doesn't try to be the thinnest, it doesn't try to be the lightest, it isn't the most efficient computer, but I can assure you for a laptop, it is amongst the most powerful gaming PCs that you can still fit in your large backpack or suitcase. It is a computer that features a rare form factor of an 18-inch display with a ton of tech unpacked, as well as thermal technology, ports, and instead of trying to be a portable gaming PC, it is essentially one that can also challenge to be a desktop replacement for your home gaming setup, as well as one that you can bring on the go with you on the road everywhere. If you guys enjoy PC laptop videos like this, just make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, and leave a comment down below as to what your favorite feature of this computer is, because stay tuned, as I actually have a laptop giveaway planned in a future video that is coming up soon. So for starters, taking a look at the hardware. You take a look at the form factor along the side here, you're going to find your ports that are added over to the end. Some of the ports are located on the front and some are on the back, and this is so you can have a very efficient setup to plug and unplug from your home desk setup. On the side though, you're going to find a pair of USB-A's, an SD card slot, Kensington lock, as well as two Thunderbolt 4 ports on the side as well. And on the back, you're going to find the HDMI, gigabit Ethernet port, and the proprietary power that plugs into the 400-watt power supply brick, which is just insane. There's also large vents along the back and the sides to ensure the proper ventilation to support the massive processor, GPU, and quad RAM setup that you can install and spec up, which we're going to talk about when it comes to performance. But from a hardware standpoint, I think this computer looks incredibly beautiful. It features a magnesium finish, and on the front you have an integrated trackpad with an RGB element integrated into it as well, and so when it's turned off, it just has this very seamless look. It is the world's first seamless RGB haptic touchpad, and it just looks amazing. I just love how it is one singular piece here. And when it comes to the keyboard, it features Cherry MX switches as well. And so whether you're on the go and don't want to bring any additional keyboard with you, I can assure that this keyboard is one that is going to be able to be very sufficient and provide a very good mechanical-like typing experience. But when you're back at home, you can just plug everything in and you're good to go. It is a Cherry MX ultra low profile mechanical keyboard made in collaboration with SteelSeries, who are experts in the gaming peripheral field, and it just gives you a really nice experience. It is a full keyboard with a number pad on the side, and so if you're on the go, what I really like about this hybrid design of the integrated glass trackpad is that there are no seams or ridges where the trackpad is, and so in turn, when you're typing on the keyboard, using it for gaming, you just have a very flat and smooth surface to be able to rest your hand on. Of course, it is fully customizable, and you can use the SteelSeries engine software to set macros and hotkeys and adjust the lighting effects to your preference. Alongside the keyboard, due to its 18-inch form factor, beyond having the number pad on one side, you also have Dyna Audio speakers on each side as well that give you that stereo surround experience. I also really like the two-tone combination with a very stealth look on the back, a glass logo, and a bit of a silver accent color with the carved elements of the magnesium alloy showing through, as well as the ways the ventilation is cut out and the blue accents along the back here as well. That all together give you a true gaming experience from the design aspect. So when it comes to the display itself, there are some more world's firsts here. It is an 18-inch screen that features a 4K 120Hz mini LED display, and that is really the pinnacle of display technology. Obviously, OLED technology is one that is really prevalent as like the gold standard amongst TVs, but there are some disadvantages when it comes to OLED technology, including burn-in, as well as how it's just not as good for gaming. LED technology has traditionally been known as the gold standard for gaming, and with the mini LED display, it features a lot of the benefits of the OLED screen, including very deep blacks and good contrast, as well as the ability for fast refresh rates. Even just from looking at it on video, you can see it has incredible viewing angles, and I mean, this is just a really stunning screen, and one that you would expect for a computer of this price, caliber, and the fact that it's checked every other box in terms of performance and design that is catered towards gaming. Without a good display like this, it really isn't worthy of all of the amazing specs you're going to have. And so from a display standpoint, I've got to say it looks incredible, and I also like the route of the matte finish. It has a peak brightness of 1000 nits and a 100% DCI-P3 color gamut with a 2,000,000:1 contrast ratio, and it's not only accurate but has a good punch to the colors as well that you can really notice and enjoy when gaming, in conjunction with the fast refresh rate, which is crucial. As for the performance though, this is another area that the computer has really gone above and beyond. You can spec it up to an Intel Core i9 processor in its latest 14th generation, as well as an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 40 series laptop GPU with up to 192 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM. You also have 3 M.2 SSD slots, and with all this paired together, you have the best CPU, the best GPU, and you can go ahead and customize and upgrade the specs internally to its fullest extent. Of course, when it comes to the power, it really does come down to the scenario they have it set up. If you have it connected to the power supply, you're obviously going to be able to push it a lot more, but it really is a computer that has all of what you need on the go to bring that desktop experience on the road, but in many ways is also able to give you desktop-like experience for being a laptop. And that is how I'd sum up the performance of this computer. Obviously, each game is going to vary depending on the graphics settings and what you have enabled, curated to your priorities. But for the most part, playing games that have very high graphics capabilities and requirements, this computer is really able to provide you that experience that you need, not only when it comes to high-end games, but also for video editing and also any graphic intensive tasks such as 3D modeling as well. But at the same time, the way that you have to look at it is it really isn't a computer that you're intended to use portably at all times, especially if you're away from a power outlet. The battery life away from an outlet is usually only going to be a couple hours at its absolute max. And with the proprietary power brick that you have to bring around, as well as the wattage that it's going to draw, it is curated towards people who are using a computer at home for gaming as, say, like a secondary setup, or if you also want to bring it on the road and enjoy your games on a daily basis in what is like the pinnacle of technology when it comes to CPU, GPU, design, and also display technology all in one in this day and age of 2024. It definitely does come in at a price, but I think that's what is exciting about checking out different tech products in different spectrums, because we've seen products that come in at very affordable prices that surprise us in terms of the performance for its price. We've also seen products that are just an overall good value and in the middle ground, and then we always try to compare it to the spectrum of tech that is at the upper end that may not be affordable and it's not really intending to be, but instead it is throwing every single thing at you in what is a flagship computer, and that is how I'd sum up the experience of the MSI Titan 18HX. As always, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one.